Good morning, students. Today I, Padmaja Behera, PGT English, has come with another chapter from the book Flamingo, which is a prescribed textbook by CBSE. And today we are about to begin the third chapter from the book Flamingo, which is Deep Water, written by William Douglas. This chapter is an autobiographical account of William Douglas. William Douglas was a great writer, and this chapter is an adaptation from his book Men and Mountains. William Douglas also went on to become an eminent jurist. To begin with, let's start with the theme of this particular chapter. Overcoming fear is fear itself. Russian President Roosevelt has rightly said that we should not be scared of anything. We should take away the word fear from our mind because everything is in the mind. Fear is also an emotion just like love, hatred, envy, jealousy. And one should always try to take control of one's fear because we only are responsible for ourselves. Our parents, brothers, sisters, or teacher can only guide us, but it is only we who can take control of our fear through determination and willpower. Remember the ad of Mountain Dew? डर के आगे जीत है. You should not be scared of anything. Secondly, too much of anything is bad. We should not see that fear overlaps us. Like I told you earlier, fear is also an emotion and it is also felt deep within. Fear can also be compared to the depth of water. That is why the chapter is named Deep Water. The water is always measured by its depth. Similarly, any kind of emotion, fear, anxiety, envy, jealousy, they're all felt deep within. Now let's discuss something about the writer. He was born on 16th of October in the United States and he died on 19th of January. He had written a lot of books, I told you. This Deep Water is an adaptation, is an excerpt from the book Men and Mountains. Then he has written Go East, Young Man, The Early Years. He was a public official, legal educator, and a justice of the U.S. Supreme Court. He was nominated by President Franklin Roosevelt. Like I told you earlier, the chapter is based on the theme of the by the statement given by Russian President Roosevelt. Overcoming fear is fear itself. Now let's proceed to the summary. It is an extract from the book Men and Mountains and how the writer overcame his deep-rooted fear of water, which by facing two dreadful incidents in his childhood. Your childhood also leaves a deep impact in your life. In the first one, a wave knocked him down when he was 4 years old, and in the second one, he was 11 years when he met with an accident in YMCA pool. A bully threw him to the deep end of the pool when nobody was near the pool. He almost drowned. Having gone through scary experiences, he fears water very much. He worked really hard to come out of the fear by engaging an instructor and practicing in all the dangerous rivers and lakes. Because of the fear, which was deep within him, he lost all interest in water sports like fishing, rafting, and he also opted various measures to overcome his fear of water. because he was fond of all kind of water sports, be it fishing, rafting. His mother also was a great support system for him. Now, what all did he take to overcome his fear? He engaged an instructor and decided to learn swimming. For days, fear of water haunted him. The instructor taught him balancing through a pulley. The instructor even attached a rope to the narrator's belt, trying to balance him inside the water, and he taught him also inhale and exhale. Inside the pool, he also taught him how to, control his breath. After 3 months of practice, the instructor left him thinking that he was completely trained. But still, some traces of fear remained. But he was about to come out of it himself, so he practiced regularly in dangerous lakes and rivers, scaring the fear away from him. Like we always say, you have to overcome your fear itself. Your parents, your guardians can never help you out, because that is a fear which is within you, and you only have to overcome it. Like people, many children have stage fright, but the children have to only come to the open and overcome their fear of stage. Now, there is a statement that self-realization. We always say self-realization is the best realization. So when he realized that he should overcome his fear, he overcame his fear of water. He earlier thought fear to be baseless, and it existed in his subconscious mind. But experience which he had inside the water was quite valuable, because twice he experienced terror and death. William Douglas, the writer, realized that death is peaceful, but the fear of death is terrorizing. It means that nobody wants to die. The desire to live always helps you out to overcome your fear. I hope all of you enjoyed watching this video, same as me making it. I hope you have understood the entire chapter. Please go through the chapter thoroughly, and then definitely you can answer the questions which is given. Why was Douglas determined to get over his fear of water? And how did the instructor build a swimmer out of Douglas? Children, the PDF file along with a lot of questions, variety of questions has been, has been attached herewith. I hope you followed the entire chapter, and you will certainly imbibe it in your life. Whatever chapter we read in the books, these all are lessons of life. And of course, we must try to overcome whatever fear we have within us, be it the fear of examination, be it the fear of height, or be it the fear of facing people. You always have to face it yourself. So, children, please try to overcome whatever fear you have within. Like, overcoming the fear will be the ultimate solution, otherwise, you can never come out of it. Children, I'll tell you a nice story. Like, there was a man who was scared of facing the people. So what he did, he locked himself inside, and